Hi, I'm Johnny.
And I'm Reese. And Chris isn't here.
Yeah, he's dead. And we're doing a documentary on
Drug abuse.
and alcohol environment.
Alcohol is a drug.
Technically,
Yes.
yes.
What are the effects? What are the consequences? And why should you not take drugs? Reese, Chris, and I are going to tell you. Oh, hi there. A lot of you are probably wondering, what is a drugs? Well, I'll tell you what is a drugs.
A drug is a substance, whether natural or artificial, that may alter bodily processes. This can include both harmful and helpful drugs, as well as psychoactive and psychotropic drugs, which affect your behavior and mental processing. No matter whether they are trying to harm you or help you, all of these drugs become extremely dangerous when substance abuse is taking place.
Oh, hello there. My name's Chris, and I'm here to tell you about the different types of drugs. Firstly, there's alcohol. This type of drug is a depressant and is completely legal to those over 18. It is taken orally and comes in many different types.
Alcohol, or more commonly known as alcohol, is in fact a drug.
It is very common amongst teenagers because they feel the need to be rebellious.
All seriousness aside, one sip of alcohol can impair your judgment, making you stupid.
It could also lead to your stomach getting pumped and you not remembering it.
Now some of you are thinking, but Johnny and Reese, I can drink more than one sip before I start to feel tipsy. Well, alcohol is not like any other liquid substance absorbed through your oral cavity.
Instead of the nutrients being digested in your liver, it travels straight through into your bloodstream and up to your brain, to your most vulnerable bits, your memory, attention, and coordination, damaging those cells and making you incapable to perform these functions while intoxicated, taking several days to fully recover.
You may find yourself falling into a pool,
Rubbing meat on the chin of a vegetarian.
or if you're a woman, getting pregnant and not knowing anything about it.
It can make you depressed, anxious, and lethargic.
But wait, there's more! Drinking causes a drop in testosterone levels in men and causes testicular impotence and mutated semen. In females, menstrual cycles are disrupted and fertility is affected.
You may be thinking, this person must drink a lot in order for this to happen.
Yes, you would be correct. Someone who drinks a lot would also have a higher possibility to get cancer and complete pancreatic failure.
All the above mentioned is the effect of alcohol on someone who drank, on average, 3 glasses of beer a day. So change that to something a bit more potent, such as vodka, and you'll get much worse results.
And we're being optimistic.
Only a retard would drink 3 drinks in one day.
Yeah, despite all that, people still drink alcohol because it's cool. I don't need to look after my body, I need to be cool.
And get your stomach pumped.
Inhalants can be found anywhere, and they're completely legal. These have long-lasting damaging consequences, such as cleaning fluids and Reese's nose spray. Marijuana is an extremely common drug, also known as weed. When smoked, it emits a very strong, sweet smell. Heroin is an extremely dangerous drug, and users often cannot do without it. It is white or dark brown powder that is ejected or smoked. Cocaine is a stimulant and is highly addictive. It is usually snorted in its white powder form. Crack is a cheaper form of cocaine that is even more addictive. It is found in the form of tan or white rocks. LSD comes in a liquid form that is licked from special stamps, gelatin cubes, or pieces of paper. Ecstasy is a stimulant and is commonly found in the club scene. It is found in the form of a pill and is swallowed. These are the most common and easily found drugs in South Africa. These should not be taken lightly and are very serious.
and side effects involved in taking these substances are
Hallucinations,
nausea,
anxiety,
convulsions and tremors,
fevers or cold chills,
aggressive behavior,
suppressed or enlarged appetite,
severe damage,
internal pain,
impaired mental processes,
increased unprotected sexual activity,
loss of inhibitions,
and eventually death.
As a social worker, have you noticed any trends in terms of race, class, gender, or age amongst drug users?
Drugs are not class, gender, or age specific. Drugs can affect anybody from any age group, any cultural group.
What do you think about teenagers' alcohol and dacha, which are quite common
Yeah.
these days?
Dope is almost seen, or dacha is seen as an acceptable drug in a lot of society, but the problem with it is that the teenagers are using it as a way of escaping reality. It's also known as the gateway drug, and it's a gateway as in that it leads to using other drugs that are out there. And a lot of drug dealers will use things like dacha to get teenagers hooked on mood-altering substances.
Drugs nowadays, unfortunately, have become very easily accessible in the club scene, such as Origin, and household, such as Johnny Yogg's house. Unfortunately, to those who don't know the real value of them and what they're really smoking, they seem very cheap and like a good deal.
Drug abusers feel that they are in control and that they do not have a problem. But one of the effects of being addicted is not admitting that you have a problem or are addicted to drugs and alcohol.
Even after admitting to their drug problem and going to rehab to seek help, drug abusers will never fully recover from their addiction. After a single sip of alcohol, they can go back into a relapse, and this happens over and over again.
After speaking to so many recovering drug addicts from the Cato Ridge Drug Centre, we have all on behalf of your safety, deducted that it's a very poor life choice and it's traumatic for you and your family.
And it all started from that one moment of weakness, that single time of peer pressure. Don't listen to peer pressure. Make your own decisions. Make the right choice.
After having walked around and interviewing people at the rehab center, it can be concluded that rehab is a very, very unpleasant experience and you do not want to be going through it. So the moment you catch a whiff of any form of drug, such as alcohol or other substances, just leave. Walk away, and it'll be the best decision you made in your life.
As it can be concluded through this ridiculous and not really to the point documentary, drugs, they really aren't worth it.
And remember kids, stay in school. No drugs or alcohol were used in the making of this film.
This was water,
This is stuff you use to make clay and stuff. See?
and the weed was just grass.
It was
and
grass
weeds that
weed.
we pulled out.
It wasn't cannabis, marijuana.
The only thing real in this documentary were the facts.
Yeah, the facts were real.
And that's a fact.
Yeah.
Which is real.
This was a disclaimer.
Just to let you know, Mrs. Karate, we didn't do any drugs.
We love you, Mrs. Conradi.
Yeah.
Drama!